Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Let's go ahead and take a look at Jiren. So this is basically full power Jiren ultra super villain. So I guess I'll call him ultra super villain full power Jiren. Boom. Right, not even a mouthful, man. Right off the tip of the tongue. So here's what we got in terms of Jiren. I was able to give him some good equips, obviously. I've heard he's not really too good, so I did want to make sure we got him a lot of defense. I do, funnily enough, even though Extreme Physical has been the one I've had the most difficulties getting good equips for, at least the really good God equip here, I now have gotten 4 of them in total, the gold, dodge, and defense. LR Omega has 1, LR Majin Vegeta and Angel Goku has 1, and then I've got 2 sitting there. So we could upgrade Jiren a little bit here with giving him one of those 2, but I don't know if I really want to give him one of those 2. So, I mean, we're going to try this. We still are getting a massive amount of defense from these equips. I did have enough of the silver equip. Funny, the silver equips can be a little bit precious, but I actually have a really good amount of them for extreme physicals. So that's good. So I guess we could just hop in. I mean, pretty obvious. People, like, even when they get upset about dodge, usually it's not free-to-play characters that they get upset about, right? So, let's just go ahead and jump on in. Let's see how good Jiren's gonna be. Do I think he's gonna be good? Maybe. I've heard he's good, but we'll see. Maybe we'll start out in, like, the baby fight, because, I mean, Jiren has to attack 5 times and get hit 5 times. So something like the baby fight, we could actually probably get that done. So, yeah. And remember, we do have to make sure we are running basically full crossover, too. Like, okay. I don't like Jiren. That might not be a big deal in a week, but right now it's a little iffy of an ability right now. All right, guys. So we are here in an event with our beloved Ultra Superpower, Ultra Super Villain Full Power Jiren. God damn it, it's a mouthful. His sprite kind of looks cool. It would look really cool if he had a battle motion, unfortunately. Jiren's would probably be really sick, huh? I am interested in how, like, full power Jiren's battle motion, that could be a really good one, because, like, his aura becomes, like, the flames. That shit would look sick. All right, I want to direct you guys' attention to one thing. We are able to debuff Baby here. So Jiren, I think where this Jiren can be very good is going to be in fights where he's going to be able to debuff the enemy, right? So it's, if we jump on over here, Jiren is not an overly complex character. You want to run him on a full crossover team, okay? Which isn't really too easy to do right now, but, I mean, we'll try it. And then, so if all allies in rotation are crossover, we get the guard, the debuff, which is active, and then an additional. By the way, I mean, they really wanted to fuck him here. No defense right here is an absolute joke. Absolute butt-fucking joke is what it is. Absolute. Okay. Anyway. So let's put him in front of attacks, because we do need to attack 5 times and get hit 5 times. I know my Jiren has a dodge build, so that can get in the way of it a little bit, but tough titties. Tough titties. If we want to win, we go dodge build. Additionals and crits on Jiren do nothing. I can almost guarantee they will not contribute to winning whatsoever. Right? Like, well, I don't know. Crossover. Does crossover have a ridiculous amount of damage? Not really, huh? Alright, here's Eos. Eos typically, these days, has been getting bodied like crazy. Although we did seal. That's very helpful. Nice. Alright, Jiren. 28 million. Okay. That was we got 1 link up, just godly power, with Eos. There's the additional. It's a normal, of course. I mean, you know, we know how it goes. Okay, good start. Well, okay, but we did get hit twice, and we did do 2 attacks, so that's something. It's, we gotta get hit 5 times, and then once we do that, Jiren becomes super effective against all types. And then after we do 5 attacks, Jiren is going to give crossover allies support, which is at least something. Here, I think I'll probably go ahead and toss Xeno Trunks into slot 3. By doing that, we can get 3 turns support from Xenotrunks. Yeah. Let's just get an STR, HL, or Tech Keister with Xenotrunks in slot 3, and we are going to be good to go. That God Vegeta battle motion, whew, pretty good. All right, gamers, looks like we could still debuff here, which is very helpful for us. All right, so next to God Vegeta, we would get Xenoverse. So, I mean, we put Jiren in the middle slot, we'd be able to get 2 links activated for him. Xenoverse, which would give him defense, which is helpful. Godly Power is just going to be damage, though, right? Yeah, 15% attack, 5% chance to crit. Okay, sure. I do want to get Jiren built up, though. We got to put him in front of as many attacks as possible. One of the reasons I wanted to start in this baby fight is so we could actually get these hits. No dodges so far, which is good. Okay, so we could do this. This would allow Vegeta to get his STR orbs. Okay, sure. And then remember, Eos is at least a decent support type character. Eos is a... Well, I mean, I don't want to, like, call her good, because I presume, like, Eos and Xenopan, like, if they just don't dodge, we're done. We got another super, nice. Remember, he gets 100% attack every super attack, so as he does additionals, he will shoot way up. Okay, there we go. There's 5 attacks, by the way, so now he should trigger his support. It's not a ton. I think it's only 11% attack and defense. Yeah, there's a dodge right there. But that's at least something, right? 11%. We eat the super for double digits, but his passive debuff would have been really lowering Baby's damage. And then, I mean, like, this phase of Baby's not really going to be too tough anyway. Okay. All right. So we're looking good. We're looking good so far. Looking good so far. We have Jiren's support up. We do still need to take a couple of hits so we can get that super effective against all types. But we do now have his support triggered, which is nice. That's good. That's good. All right, guys. So let's see what we got here. Baby. I don't know about putting Jiren in slot 1, huh? But Jiren, I mean, he has... I mean, all the defense he has, it doesn't matter. Like, this is something where we go, well, of course he got destroyed. He's in slot 1. But, like, it's... I mean... Like, he doesn't, like, Jiren literally gets no defense when he attacks. Like, look, like, all this is just right, like, per crossover ally. So he gets this when receiving an attack. He either has this or he doesn't, right? Same with this. He either got this or he doesn't. There is no, like, defense when attacking. So, I mean, fuck it. Whatever, dude. Let's just put him right here. And let's see how it's gonna go. I'm just eager to get all these hits we need. All right, let's see what happens. I mean, if we get destroyed, we get destroyed. It's all good. It's all good. It's not the end of the world. We should be okay just leaving God Vegeta like that. I'll probably maybe begin to transform next turn. Xenotrunks, let's just hit this. We'll get the support for Jiren so he can hit a little bit harder. All right, sure. Remember, we got to get hit twice. Bam. Okay, god damn it. Okay, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. One more hit, and we're going to be super effective in Soul types. It's not even that big of a deal, but, you know, in these showcases, I do like to get it all out there, right? All right, we get another super attack. So that's about the damage he does. I mean, looking at Jiren, yeah, nice. Okay, there we go. See, yep, see it. Boom, super effective on all types. I would say what I would really want from Jiren... Ah, fuck. Let's hope Baby is on Super in slot 2. Because I wanted to preserve God, like, the God form. The first turn of his big damage. I mean, I'd like to preserve that as much as I can. Let's see if we regret that. Although, it's not like Vegeta's a bitch or anything, though, so... Alright, Baby can super Xenotrunks. That's not going to hurt us at all. Like, he's fine back there. Xenotrunks is pretty good. I like Xenotrunks a lot. Then again, I like Mirantoa, too. I mean, I like a lot of these characters. It's just... I feel like... It's kind of like we would need another, like... A character who's like, I mean, top 5 level or something would really help. We do need just like one more Titan. Because like Eos and Xenopan could be like distant, like, you know, sub options for the team. But again, we need a Titan on this team. God Vegeta is definitely the best character on the team, but like we definitely could use even better than him, right? Alright guys, I mean, alright, so we got Jiren a little bit more. Let's keep going. Again, we'll do this full run, and then we'll go say hello to, I guess, Bio Broly, right? Remember that Xenopan and Eos are both supports, by the way, so dodging support's definitely a good extra character to run. Alright, so at this point, we've been hit as many times as we needed to, so we can just dodge the rest of the fight. I'm good. All right, what are we looking like? Oh, we actually got a crit right there. We need to see the super effective against all types, Jiren. Come on. All right, so at this point, we definitely need to just see him actually take some of these hits, right? That's going to be the biggest thing. Yeah, okay. So we'll skip ahead. All right, so I guess, I mean, whatever. If we're going to run Vegeta in slot 2, because I'm trying to see at least a super attack aimed at Jiren. Again, remember, there is no, like, oh my god, we ran him in slot 1. What were we thinking? Like, he has all of his defense up, right? So, all right, let's see. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, bitch! Come on, you scared bitch! Yeah, there you go. Okay. All right, let's see. I don't think baby hits that hard, really, like, relative to, like, Bio Broly or, like, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? Like, this first run, so we're at 30 million right there. This first run, this is more so just, like, let's see Jiren with all of his abilities, and I guess the run where we test out, like, how good he is we'll go in Bio Broly. Again, remember, we have, I think all the raw defense for Jiren certainly would have helped, though. So I do think that was the right play. Like, I'm gonna assume that when I see people say, like, oh, Jiren's not too good, they probably don't have a full round of God Equips on him. I assume. I doubt too many people have God Equips available to just toss on a free-to-play character like this. That's why I'm telling people, well, I mean, I guess I have said, but, like, the Whis event, I mean, that now becomes a lifetime contract, right? I have to grind that. At minimum, got to do, like, at least 100 runs every day, right? At minimum. Something like that. Good thing is we can get some link leveling done at the same time, right? Alright, so we're here at Baby. I guess we have, at this point, seen enough from Jiren, at least in this fight. So, we could leave. Vegeta's definitely okay, even not on his first turn right here, right? Mira and Toa should be good. Remember, Baby does super in every slot. I don't think Xenopan is really going to be in danger here. I don't think so. We'll do this. Alright, let me see this with God Vegeta as well. God Vegeta. Remember, of course, we do have the defensive God build on the God Vegeta as well, right? Plenty of dodge on God Vegeta. Alright, we eat it. 100k, okay. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. I'll let this turn play out because we might get popped, so. No reason to leave here. It would be Xenopan, because there's no way Mira and Toa, unless they just have gotten, like, no super attacks in, they should be chilling. I like that. I like Mira and Toa and Xenotrunks. I like both of them, really. Yeah, here's God Vegeta, man. I like him. I do like him. I do like him. Not, you know, like, oh my god, like one of the top 5 characters in the game or something like that, but God Vegeta, he's good. He's good. Sure, I think you could probably say that if, like, he's a Dokkan Fest LR, he could have been a bit better. I think that's definitely fair, but I think he is good. I'll take him over LR Goku and Piccolo every day. Every day. Alright, Mira and Toa doing their thing. They're fun because they stack. Stacking is just fun. By the way, with the bit limit fixed or whatever, now I guess Dokkan, like, I don't know, people were saying that, like, with some of these builds, it seemed like they were very scared of that. So with that shit, like, fixed and not really a problem anymore, does make me think we could start to see more stackers, more powerful characters, right? Because I saw a lot of discussion about the 8th anniversary LRs, like, they held back a little bit because they were scared of that damage they could do, right? Perfect by Xenopan, nice. Okay, so let's go God Vegeta. Alright, I'm gonna get... Yeah, all we're gonna get from him is, it's just Xenoverse anyway, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, we're gonna do this. With Trunks, I think I'm gonna give Trunks the AGL orbs right there. So I always like to make sure not to make mistakes with Trunks. I'm, like, starting to memorize this, but there's, you know, it's a bit. But, yeah, we get these AGL orbs right here. Trunks will now guard, and then he gives 2 key and 30% defense to allies. I think that should be pretty good for us. We should be A-okay with this. So we hit this, and then with Jiren, we could hit all this. Alright, we'll make this our last turn here in the Baby fight. After this, we'll head on over to Bio Broly and see how it goes. All right, turn 1, so that's double digits, yeah. Easily. 86 million. All right, so God Vegeta's got a couple of attacks coming. Xeno Trunks should be good to go, too. I don't think he's in any danger with his guard up, right? No way. The thing to keep in mind, if we're running Xeno Trunks, like, and we're in, like, a really, like, nasty fight or a nasty part of the fight, we're definitely going to want to make sure Xeno Trunks is in slot 2, right? That's going to be very important. I do feel a little iffy on that, like a support type character, and we have to specifically run him in slot 2. It's a bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world if he's just straight up good, right? Which he is, so. All right, Xeno Trunks, let's not see any shenanigans from you. No shenanigans. Nice and easy super attack animation, too. I like it, I like it, I like it. Good dodge. Okay, we'll take it. All right, Jiren, let's go. Hopefully we don't dodge this, but if we do, I mean, we're not going to dodge every Bio Broly attack, so we'll be good over there. All right, we got an additional normal there. And that's it, okay. Not like he gets defense anyway. Yeah, good, nice. Okay, let's see. 800. That was our full HP bar right there. All right, so yeah. A player who would not have defensive God equips on Jiren, like Jiren would have just gotten slaughtered right there, huh? Let's double check. Yeah, you know, I saw someone on Twitter complain about this, and I'm like, damn, that's a good point. Is this? I mean, I know which stage is baby. Can you guys tell me what stage is baby? Look at this foolishness right here. They do need to go in there and add the name of the boss. Yes, they do. This is ridiculous, right? They have to add the name of the boss there. All right, what are we looking at? So, oh, when there's a pure Saiyan present, yup. Oh, a hybrid Saiyan present as well, yup. Artificial life form, no. Okay, to be fair, this was max power baby here. And then, so it's 1.8 added to this, plus the 50%. Okay, so baby is like at least approaching 10 million there, or above, right? Yeah, like he's okay, so, okay. I mean, Jiren is capable of eating about 10 million? I mean, for a free-to-play TUR, that's not bad. I wish he would have had dodge. I mean, I feel like if we're going to drop, like, free-to-play TURs like this, I mean, it's got to be a prerequisite. I mean, at least when receiving a super attack, 50% chance to dodge, like what EZA Tech Gogeta and Physical Janemba have. Like, I think that would be good. But, I mean, it certainly could have been worse, so I think we probably should be A-okay against Bio Broly as well, right? So, all right, let's head on over there. Let's head to the Bio Broly fight. All right, gamers. See what we got here. Jiren. All right, so really I'm just looking to see how Jiren does against these normals. I mean, remember, at the moment, it's not exactly like we've got a ton of other fights to look at, right? Like, it's, you know, we're in here in Bio Broly, and that's kind of like, you know, this or Cell Max or something. That's all we got. All right, Vegeta will eat this, but he'll eat it fine. Yep, not bad. All right, is Bio Broly fully built up? I think he might be, or might be very close, because God Vegeta last turn dodged it. All right, there's this normal, okay. Oh, we dodged it. Okay, well, we still got to keep going. I gotta see, that's perfect. We can see how Jiren does against fully built up Bio Broly. All right, Aos, remember what to do, girl. There, that's what we're talking about. Beautiful, beautiful. What the hell is this? Okay. Ah, hey, don't mind me. Should we get a little bit of attack support for? No, fuck that. Okay. All right, we'll come back next turn. We'll come back next turn. All right, well, hey, careful, Bio Broly. Might fuck around and lose here. We'll get the dub, Bio Broly. Careful, bud. Ah, we eat it, damn it. It's hoping for a dodge. All right, my loves. Let's see how we do. God Vegeta, let's go. All right, so remember, our demon is now immune to negative effects, by the way. I love that shit. That is one of my favorite abilities in the game. I do love that shit so much. All right, let's hit this as well. Alright, so we got a little bit more HP to handle this. Remember, Xenopan. To be fair, during this whole video, remember, Xenopan, I mean, Miran Toa, Xenotrunks, like, we got support units out the ass. But, I mean, yeah, it's, you know, a smart way to do this, right? Oh, good dodge. Nice, nice. Save us some HP. I love it. Alright, good stuff. Alright, Jiren. 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 Let's see how you do. If they really wanted to show, like, you know, an easy way to make God Vegeta maybe a little bit better would have been if he gave some defense to allies, super attack effect, like Blue Goku or something. That would have been crazy. All right, remember these don't affect how Jiren tanks. It's he only get, which is stupid. He only gets attack from a super attack effect. Oh, we finally got a triple super. Beautiful, Jiren. Okay, all right, let's see. Oh, okay. I guess, I mean, maybe the difference between my Jiren eating these fine and other people's is probably, I guess maybe they weren't running full crossover, which makes sense, or they didn't have God equips, which I've got. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, yeah. Want to talk about, like, a kind of, like, pay-to-win aspect? God equips. You know, how dedicated are you to this shit, huh? Get in those coal mines and start farming these drops, damn it. These Whis event equips, man. Ridiculousness. Okay. Alright, there's Jiren. He's okay. I think he's an okay character. I mean, for a free-to-play character, I think he's fine. They certainly could have given him, I think, a little bit more. I think maybe a little bit of dodge against the super attack would have been cool. Or maybe strengthen his support a little bit. Even though he's a free-to-play character, I don't see any reason why his support couldn't have been from multiple turns, right? A good way, you know, just like add it to when it's the full rotation as crossover characters. Give him like a little bit of multi-turn support, right? Because like if we're running him on full crossover, I think we could get an extra reward, which is the whole team being stronger from his support. That would be a good way to do that. All right, I guess we'll just play out the rest of this run. But yeah, Jiren, he looks okay. Looks okay to me. Them God equips, boy. Woo! Love them. Aos! Damn you. Damn you. Alright, guys. So there was Ultra Super Villain Full Power Jiren. I kind of like him. I think that he, of course, could have been better. Of course. I mean, you could say that about, like, every character outside of, like, Prime Beast Gohan. Right? Like, or, like, Prime Orange Piccolo. Like, yeah, maybe they couldn't have really been too much better, but every other character, right? Alright, so this is struggle between justice and evil. Jiren Full Power, Ultra Super Villain. I mean, he's got some teams. He does, right? He's on God Vegeta's. Daima Mini Goku has a ridiculous team, by the way. I love this. Dude, this is like we got to start having talks about how great of a TUR this guy was, man. Like, you know, for real. We have, you know, UI Goku Evolution Blue Vegeta and then Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. But even though he's got a bunch of these teams, it doesn't really matter so much because he is restricted to crossover anyway, right? Leader skill, crossover category key 3 and 50% of stats. His passive skill, Jiren's Super Villainization. Very interesting passive name. He gets 250% attack and defense at the start of turn. Per crossover ally on the team, he gets 1 key up to 4. 110% attack and defense up to 440%. Damage reduction, 11% damage reduction up to a max of 44%. 110% attack when attacking up to 440%. And then 110 defense when receiving an attack up to 440%. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I think maybe, like, just a tiny bit more juice for Jiren, I think would be good. Just the tiniest little cock hair of juice somewhere would help. I think a way to balance it would be right here. So if all allies on the turn are crossover characters, Jiren gains guard. He lowers enemy attack by 20%. This is very powerful. Passive attack debuff is very good if the boss can be debuffed. and then he gets an additional that has a 50% chance to be a super. I think this is where we could have made Jiren better. There could have been a fourth line. Maybe, you know, again, he dodges against an enemy super attack. Maybe he would give some 2-turn support, right? Maybe he gets a little bit of extra damage reduction, maybe when receiving a super. Something in here, I think, would have been a like fair way to make him a little bit stronger. Just one more line, I think, would have been good. And then after he does 5 attacks in battle, he gives crossover allies 11% attack and defense. And after receiving 5 or more attacks in battle, he gains super effective against all types. His super attack is the Power Wall. He gets 100% attack for 1 turn and does supreme damage to the enemy. I would not have, even 30% defense right here, I think would have been more than fair. A little bit of extra juice, I would like. I'm sorry. I'd like a little bit more juice. I love my orange juice. A little bit more. Link set, Supreme Warrior, Shocking Speed, Infighter, Godly Power, Tough as Nails, Xenoverse, and Shattering the Limit. Yeah, his best linking partners are like God Topo and other Jirens, but, I mean, we're not running this guy with those characters flat out. Who knows what else could be coming to the crossover team, what Xenoverse characters could be easying, what new ones could come out that maybe could help him with some of these links, right? Especially if we get Tough as Nails up. It's pretty good. 20% defense, 5% damage reduction. Let's take a look at this link quickly. Mira, I mean, that's a Heroes character. I think at some point we will see Heroes characters, you know, get some juice, but gonna be a little while. Oof. Yeah, we're not really... I mean, Copy Vegeta's not cross... Oh, Mira does have it. Regular Mira's got it. Yeah, and this is one of the Xenoverse characters who could easy A, right? He's available at the coin. Or, the stone, excuse me. Yeah, Mira, not bad. So we have that. There's his best linking partners and his links. 12K multiplier, 140%. Kind of what I would expect from a free-to-play character like this. Finally, let's take a look at the categories that Jiren is on here. So he's on the crossover team. So, I mean, of course, crossover. You know, getting some extra buffs. I love it. I actually am quite a fan of crossover. And I'd love if they would, you know, do a lot more with this. I think it's just something that could add a little bit of fun to the game. Then, Jiren is also on the Realm of Gods category. You know what's so funny is Dokkan kind of just added Jiren to this. But, I mean, Jiren isn't using God Key. Like, he doesn't... Technically, I think Jiren probably shouldn't be on Realm of Gods. If they wanted to do this like, oh, Jiren is kind of in the Realm of Gods, then, I mean, Golden Frieza should be here too, right? Because, I'm looking at it, Legends. Remember, Dokkan... I mean, they certainly got the way super heads up of what these characters were, but it almost feels like Dokkan kind of just threw Jiren in Realm of Gods, assuming that he kind of had like that godly power, but he doesn't. I mean, that's just raw power, right? That's just raw power, baby. Ain't no God Key around here, but yeah, he's on Realm of Gods, so we'll take it. Then Jiren, of course, is on full power as well. Always good to get more characters on this category, right? Never know when it might be useful, maybe. Then Jiren is also on, what is this, Time Travelers right here? Yeah, Time Travelers. Keep an eye out for this, because remember, Chaozu is like a Time Traveler restricted character, going to be an LR. We could see, when this guy could become an LR, there could be a powerful Time Traveler celebration potentially in play. And then remember, you know, some of the stronger LRs we've gotten over the last year, you know, some GDC characters, Daima characters, they're Time Travelers also, right? So, some good stuff there. Then, Jiren actually is on Universe 11. A Universe 11 buff is crazy. This is one of the most infrequently buffed categories there is, right? I mean, STR Topo, like, the whole screen doesn't even cover this bottom row. STR Topo, remember, is a 2017 character. I remember when that banner dropped. Who was it? Bergamo, Topo, 17. Shit, there was one more. Bergamo, Topo, 17. Oh, I gotta look this up. There was definitely one more. Skinny Boo. Skinny Boo. I remember this banner. Yep. They brought these characters in. Kale and Khalifa previously released. They were not new, and neither was Hit. These were the 4. 17, Skinny Boo, Topo, and Bergamo. None of them had their Dokkan Awakenings, right? Yeah, pretty cool. Good stuff. Blast from the past. Yup. I think I remember waking up and like the data download or something that dropped for this. Yeah, very fun stuff. I don't remember if I summoned on that. I must have, but I mean, that was quite a long time ago, so. All right, yeah, anyway, Universe 11 right there, sure. Then Jiren is also on Space Traveling Warriors right here. I wouldn't be shocked if we see a setup for this team come soon, sooner rather than later. Jiren is also on the Corroded Body and Mind category, so more options to this. You're not going to hear me crying. This is awesome. Corroded Body and Mind, dude. Wow, what an amount of options that got added, huh? And then finally, we have the Demonic Power. Another one of my favorite categories that just keeps getting characters. I love it. I love it so much. So one thing the Dokkan's been doing a great job with for a little bit now is team building, for sure. I'm hoping that they'll do the same with the crossover team. So let me know what you guys thought about Ultra Supervillain Full Power Jiren today. But I mean, you could tell me if I'm, you know, high on drugs, but I thought Jiren looked pretty good. He's solid. He could certainly use a little bit more, but I mean, he wasn't. We weren't losing because of him. So I'll take it. I'll take it.